Okay, so today we're doing what everyone wanted me to do for the longest time, which is change the transmission in this truck. So I have a not a TKO, I have a Tremec 3550.
5-speed.
Trans, and all you guys wanted me to put it in, so it's going in today. There are plenty of videos of the 3 on the tree. A lot of you guys want the 3 on the tree. I said no because it's just boring, and what I want to do with the truck is just not going to work. So I'll insert plenty of fun clips of the 3 on the tree now. I'm going to piss the guy behind me off. Facial expressions? That's the go fast face. But besides that, we're taking that out. It's a perfectly good trans, so I might sell it. I might use it in another project. I don't really know yet, but I have everything to put the trans in. Hi, Sam. So we're gonna go ahead and pretty much the whole video today is a teardown. So we're gonna be taking the transmission out and cutting the hole in the floor for the trans tunnel and kind of cleaning everything up down there. Taking a few measurements, looking at the clutch, looking at how my clutch were, just kind of like everything back there, and then we'll probably replace the rear main seal maybe in this video, but it's pretty much gonna be the teardown. So we're gonna pretty much just back this on the side of the house, get our shop space set up. I'm gonna bring a toolbox out, probably a canopy because it's like always like 90 degrees out here. It looks pretty nice today, but we'll get shop set up and we'll start tearing this thing out.
That was blown shot. Wow. You're cool. Damn, it's stinky. Stinky.
So we decided to not go in the dirt because I want to make sure all my measurements are like level, make it a little bit easier. So we're on a nice little concrete area. I have a toolbox, I have everything kind of set up so I can do this a little bit easier. So I picked up this tool from Harbor Freight. I can't remember how much it was, but this will pretty much tell me what degree an item is at. So I want to make sure when I'm putting my transmission in that it's within 3 degrees of where it was before. Within 6 degrees technically, but 3 degrees one way and 3 degrees the other way, not 6 degrees one way. It'll kind of make sure that my drive shaft stays balanced, doesn't bind anymore. It'll keep everything working together properly, and I want to try to keep my transmission when I'm if I either use the existing crossmember or I make a new one, I want to make sure that it's articulated the exact same as it was before, so I want to get it as close to the measurement it is now. And I believe, if I remember correctly, it was that the motor sits at 3.5 degrees. I think that's what that is. Yeah, I believe it's 3.5. Pretty sure it's 3.5. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that same tool on the transmission, measure that, and And then I'm using the valve cover because that's kind of a flat area. I wouldn't want to use the top of the carburetor because my intake manifold kind of turns the carburetor a little bit. So that'll kind of give you an off measurement, but the heads are always flat. So I wanted to use the valve cover so I had a consistent measurement of where the motor sits. Then I'm gonna find a flat spot on the transmission and use that. I believe the bottom of it is flat. And then I'll probably measure the drive shaft as well and everything before I jack it up. So I'm on a level surface. I know the ground is level and I'm using the ground. I'm gonna measure the motor, transmission, and drive shaft just so I know how close I am with everything. So it should work pretty good. All right, so we've got our measurements. The engine's at 4 degrees, trans is at 4 degrees, our drive shaft, I believe, is at 7, I think. I'll measure it down there just to double check, but I believe it's at 7. The reason we're doing all this is because normally if I was just putting like a top loader 4-speed, it would pretty much just bolt right in, but this transmission is longer, so I have to modify the cross member, slide it back I think 3 inches and drill new holes. And so I want to make sure if I have to raise or lower the transmission to make sure that the motor and everything is in the same spot. I don't want it to be lower or higher. I want it to be as close as I can to the original location. And then I'm just taking all these measurements just so I can kind of gauge where I was before. This will help me if I have to make a cross member, make it correctly and not have off measurements and mess up my drive shaft and blow my transmission up. That would suck. So there's just safety. All right, so the first things first is, since the exhaust goes underneath my cross member, now you can't see it, we have to get that out of the way. So we're gonna take the exhaust off, start it for a second just for and giggles because Sam wants to hear it and he's never heard it. And then we're gonna pretty much pull the cross member out and drop the trans.
And the dirty hands begin.
You want gloves?
No, I'm good.
Don't bother, I got it.
What?
Don't bother, I got it.
Oh, I said the bad word the last one.
Yeah, that one I'm not to believe. Oh, there it goes. Just make sure it doesn't hit the camera. Actually, yes.
Cool. My face! Bam.
Good job, Sam.
Thank you.
You're really dirty. Really dirty.
It's cool.
Now, there's probably a lot of reasons why I shouldn't start it right now, but there's also a lot of reasons why I don't care. I'm starting it.
Oh, I don't know. Damn, dude.
I hope I got some plans. Alright, so now we're gonna take our drive shaft out. Gotta take the 2 U-bolts and then drop it down, slide it out from the transmission side, and this guy will be out. We'll be ready to unhook stuff from the transmission side.
It's kind of like measuring run out.
Yeah, so up. I think it would be a fatter head.
Well, is it another one?
Yeah, it needs to go that way. Okay, blue. Ah, look at that, keep going. Keep going. Right there.
Falling.
Raindrops falling on my head. We're about to be working. There we go. Should probably clean that up. Alrighty, so what we got going on is I took the cross member out. I had the jack up and I have it jacked on a piece of wood so I can take the cross member out. jacked up a little bit higher than where that factory would be. So I jacked it up, pulled the cross member out, and then just because this will make it a lot easier for me, I have a cherry picker. I didn't have a long enough chain, so I just used a strap. The motorcycle strap is fine. I'm not taking the motor out, I'm just holding it. So I hate carb plates because I have helicoils in this intake manifold, so I didn't want to do that. Plus I don't even have one. So I screwed 2 bolts in the back of the heads. This is how I pull motors, is I use bolts in the back of the heads, or back in opposite corners of the heads usually. But I put 2 bolts in the back of the head, you can see, on each side. And I ran a chain and a strap up front. This will kind of take the pressure off of the jack in the back. This will allow me to kind of keep the motor up and not completely drop back the second we take the crossmember out. So now we can go ahead and crack the 4 bolts on the transmission, take the transmission out of the bell housing, and then take the bell housing off separate. I'm doing it separate. It'll just make things a little easier. So now it's sitting like this. This will hold it up, so it's not just going to completely fall on us. And then we should be able to crack the bolts, take the trans out. So it should be pretty self-explanatory. I think there's I'm pretty sure there's just 4 bolts holding the trans in, and it should slide right out. I just have the block there just for like extra support, so I can crack the bolts. So I'm pretty much gonna like crack those 4 bolts and then lower the jack and then loosen them all, and then it'll slide it out, I think. Yeah. So then it'll be free then. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
So you want to give
everybody be careful.
So that jack, I can lower the jack while you guys lift it, and then try to pop it out.
We're gonna want to give it a wiggle backwards.
Yeah.
Let's say you usually just grab the tail shaft. Oh, that is.
Yeah, you might want to be very, very secure on that. Like, it's already free, so. Okay, try not to kick my camera.
How are we gonna do this?
Just tell me, but one guy go on one side, one guy go on the other side, and I'll lower this. I can lower this jack, by the way.
Lower it a little bit.
It's gonna be hard to lower just a little bit.
That's why the trans jack is nice.
Okay, we good?
Keep going.
Do you need me to do anything, Sean?
No, I got it.
Okay. Is it heavy?
No.
It's not. It's so tiny. Okay, that's a pretty good amount. Oh, you're gonna need it.
Got it. Go down. I got it. I got it.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it onto me.
You're gonna get there?
Pull the wood out. Pull the wood out.
Sam, there we go. You good?
Got it?
Pull it forward onto the jack. There you go. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Yay! Victory!
Oh, trans fluid on my shirt.
Did the glove rip? Oh god, it's all over your shirt.
You better freaking is.
Oh god damn. Where'd it come out of?
You didn't even pull you out.
Nope, I got it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I've been shot. I've been shot.
No, not on that freaking concrete, stupid.
Stupid.
No, that's
Don't
just.
me. I don't give a crap about concrete.
Ew. Ew. That's like, I'm sorry, that's so funny. The glove must have ripped. That's what it was.
I don't think the glove ripped.
Oh, no, it just poured into the glove, and I swear you ripped the bottom of it.
Damn.
It's on your head. It's in your hair.
No, is it? How did I not get any on me?
Wait, look at me real quick.
I've been here for 10 minutes and I already ripped the trans out.
Oh, that was so funny, dude. It is literally in your hair. Oh, this is just great. So, note to self, use an extra transmission jack. We have one, but we were like, oh, it's a light little tiny transmission. We'll take it out. And then it just sits there. It's like, oh,
Do you taste
crap.
Hey,
Did it work?
but I got it out.
Yeah, you did get it out. I'm proud of you.
the transmission fluid?
All right, we're going to come back right after these messages.
You're not gonna get that off.
Well, now that I'm clean, again.
Yeah, now that Sean's clean.
Damn it.
Okay, that's good enough. All right, so with the 5-speed, we have to cut this out. So you can see, actually, there's a perfect template that goes on the bottom of this, and because the transmission's taller. So essentially, if I really wanted to, I can just plop this thing right in here. I wouldn't have to change a single thing. But if you notice, there's a ton of clutch dust in there. So that clutch is most likely just gone. So I do want to just change all this stuff since I'm down here. So we have a different bell housing, clutch, and flywheel. That's all going to go in here. And then I'll redo this seal over here, and I'll fix everything down there. I'm just going to redo everything since I'm down here. So we're gonna first stuff a rag in this hole here because I don't want to expose the entire flywheel before we're cutting. So we're just gonna plug that up, and then we're gonna cut the big hole in the floor for the transmission, and then we're gonna take the bell housing off and finish everything there. So we have to first take the seat out and the carpet out, and then the floor mat or whatever you want to call it. So we gotta take our seat out and the floor mat out, and then just start cutting away at that thing. You'll see a template, and it's literally from the factory. Because if a cab was a floor shifting truck, then they would cut that template, and if it wasn't, then they would leave it. And my truck wasn't; it was around the tree, so they left it. So I'm putting a floor shifter in it, so we're gonna cut that out. Super easy. It'll be really simple, and I think I have to go a little bit further back with a 5-speed. This 5-speed in particular, but I don't know. We're pretty much just gonna like see what happens as we go. Never done this swap before. I haven't really seen too many people do it. And people aren't very detailed, so I'm trying to be as detailed as I can for you guys that are looking into the swap. So I hope this does help. So we're gonna start cutting the floor out.
Or was I mixing up songs?
I think you were mixing up songs.
Nice amount of dirt underneath these things. Look at that.
There you go. Get up and then.
Hey, look, there's something else down here.
There's probably a bunch of. Oh, that's my tool bag. Yep. That's where all the microfibers came from.
Oh, duh.
Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, I just broke. Oh, yep. Oh, I just broke the seat. Damn it. Oh, this is not going as well as I planned. We need to move the truck about 2 inches forward.
You got it.
You gotta let the harness in.
Oof, that's gonna be bright.
Well, I can just turn. There we go. Ah, my foot. Hey, yeah, I'm being embarrassed on the internet. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Very good.
Y'all got it. I got to tailgate it.
Look at Sean being. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
We should just leave it like that.
Victory. Yeah, I think we should leave it like this.
What the fuck? Okay.
This is nice. Okay. So, we're gonna cut a hole in the floor, but we're gonna wait for tomorrow because, as you can see over there, my neighbor is having a little get together, and I want to be respectful for my neighbors because I actually like my neighbors. My neighbors are really cool. So we're gonna
Unlike
stop here.
me.
Yeah, we're gonna stop here, and we'll pick this up in the morning. I'm gonna edit this up, get this up for you guys tomorrow. So, this is what we got. We got the transmission out. Probably gonna get roasted in the comments for how I did stuff, but regardless. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. Post a lot of cool stuff for this truck. This truck is going to have a lot of renovations soon, which will be really fun. So, yeah, leave your thoughts down below. Like the video if you did enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next video. We are going to install everything hopefully tomorrow and then do a couple other modifications. I do have rust repair in the cab that you will see all the terrible rust in my truck in the next video. So, stay tuned to that. Yeah, I'll show you. It's a pretty good spot.
You can't really see it. I didn't pick up the thing, but you know, it's like, I mean, it's like a Flintstone truck. You can kind of just shove your feet down and start running.
Yeah, it's you guys will see. It's pretty bad, but yeah. Regardless, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.